Welcome to On the Kerbs. I'm your host Team Albers Daily, and this week we've got a real treat for you Aussie fans out there. This week's guest hails from the world of rallying and off-roading. If you've clicked on this video or seen the title, you've probably worked out that I'm talking about Molly Taylor. This year, amongst other things, she's competing in the brand new off-road electric racing series Extreme E. She's racing as one of two drivers for Nico Rosberg's Rosberg X Racing team alongside Johan Kristoffersson. And I've got to say, it's going fairly well for Molly and the team so far. Together with Johan, she's won the opening 2 rounds of the Extreme E season in Saudi Arabia and Senegal, and will be looking to make it a hat trick next time out in Greenland. Molly and I caught up recently to chat about how the season's going, how she got into motorsport, her secret for winning, and much more. So, we dispensed with the pleasantries this time around and got straight into the action. I hope you enjoy our conversation.
So, first thing I always like to ask people when I interview them, what got you interested in motorsport to begin with?
So I grew up around the sport. Both my parents were involved. So I was exposed to it, I suppose, from the very beginning. But it wasn't until I was about 16. My dad was running a rally school and he got my sister and myself to go out to the rally school just to learn how to drive manual competently and just as a bit of a driver training exercise. And that, despite seeing the sport for so long, that was the first time I actually got behind the wheel myself and, knew why they loved it so much instantly and started from there.
You were just addicted immediately, were you?
Yeah, I think just the driving a car on gravel and having it slide around, it was just so much fun. It still is.
Was that then part of the idea that attracted you to Extreme E then?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of things. The concept, the racing looked awesome. The cars looked fantastic. The thought of going to all these amazing locations and then the broader purpose as well. I think, you're not immune to what's happening from the environmental side and from our planet and especially in the automotive industry. So the fact that, there's people like the guys at Extreme E and series developing, using this new technology and sort of pioneering the new technology and also new ways of racing and new ways of using sport and particularly motorsport to help address climate change. I thought it was just a really cool concept, and I wanted to be, part of the beginning of what our sport will look like in the future as well.
Kind of combines two passions really, because you get to go down that giant bank that was in Saudi that everyone was gawping at, and then you've got the legacy project on the back of it. It's a win-win situation.
Well, yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. I mean, I started racing because I loved the sensation of driving, but I think, that's ultimately a bit of a selfish pursuit in life if, you're just going after your own kind of satisfaction of what it's like to drive a car. So obviously you want to pursue what you're passionate about, but I think this is a way that you can combine that with actually really making a difference and having a bigger purpose behind it all, which is ultimately what we're trying to do. We're trying to make a difference. So I think that's a pretty powerful thing, and to be able to be part of that just gives
great
everything.
Justification for going racing as well then.
Yeah, exactly. We can do good and go race, so it's a win-win. I mean, and that's what I think's the brilliant thing about the series and why it is successful so far and will be successful, because people want to watch it and they want to engage with it because it's awesome, and also it's helping us spread a larger message and change those things. So I think that's the way that all these things with sustainability and making differences in our lives in the future, it's got to be things that people want to do ultimately as well. So I think it's a really good way to achieve it.
Talking of success, you've had a pretty awesome start to the season so far with back-to-back victories. What is your secret?
Johan. It's been a great start to the series, but it's just, it's so unpredictable, and you've seen, from watching it, like everything can change so quickly, and all the tracks are so different and all the teams are so strong as well. So, like in Senegal, we really, after quali, we were scratching our heads a bit going, our pace has gone from being, sort of comfortably fastest in Saudi to, really having to fight hard. So it just, I think it's just trying to take each part as it comes and just, trying to do every little execution the right way at the right time. And, like any motorsport, but this is really, with all the different formats and different starting positions and then having, cars on the track at the same time and the way the track's changing, it's really hard to kind of have one formula just to go and take into every race. I think it's just about adapting quickly and doing those right things at the right time as they come. Yeah.
So definitely there's a lot there to keep you on your toes over the course of a weekend. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it really is, it's such a team effort. I think we're really lucky. We've got a great group of guys, working on the car, and their attention to detail is phenomenal. Our engineers are also exactly the same, and trying to, leave no stone unturned. And then you've got someone like Johan, who's just, the best rally cross driver in, sort of recent times that we've seen. And he's bringing his experience. And then you've got, someone like Nico as well, bringing his experience. So I think all those factors combined, all add up for a good result.
So what is it like having Johan as a teammate then?
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, he's a lot of fun, and he's just obviously so good at what he does, and has so much experience from racing all different, not just rallycross but in circuit as well, and then rally. So he's just has an incredible feel for a car, and can really adapt very, very quickly. And so having that person that, when you had so many different experiences across different cars, he can really sort of very quickly pinpoint key things that will help to get the result or help to go fast. So I'm learning a lot from being his teammate. So for me, it's a really good opportunity, because he's also so generous with his time, and very helpful with me, and willing to help mentor me as well. So I think that's a big part of it too.
5-star review as a teammate there, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anymore because I give him a big head. So that's it.
You were 2016 Australian Rallycross champion yourself, so then, and I think we touched a bit about it earlier. But what is it about off-roading that you just love so much?
I think it's that sensation of having the car sliding around, and sort of that that ability to kind of walk the car on the edge of the group, and dance it around. It's just such a nice feeling. I love it, and I think it's. So once you kind of experience it, you just want to do more of it, and you kind of never get to a point where you've had enough.
So you've had kind of similar-ish courses so far this season, but which upcoming circuit do you think is going to be the most challenging?
It's really hard to say, because we don't see the tracks until we get there. So we thought Saudi was. Because of all the dunes and drops and all that stuff, we thought, that's going to be really technical, going sort of to the beach.
Drops.
Yeah, just little drop downs. So we thought, going to the beach, without those dunes, it would be a lot more straightforward. But what we actually found was, Senegal was a lot more technical, and all the little bumps and the way it was, the way the cars were reacting to those, and that sort of thing, it was actually a far more technical track. So you kind of learn quickly, I think, in Extreme, not to try and set an expectation on what something's going to be. You just really have to go there just with a complete open mind, and wait till you see what it is, and then go from there, because it's just impossible to every time you think you might know something, and then you're quickly quickly shown that it's a dangerous game to plan or to make too many solid expectations.
So the cars in Senegal, they're bouncing around every couple of seconds off the smallest thing. So it's just, I don't know how the hell you do it, but probably. Anyway.
It was wild. It was a real, it was a wild ride in Senegal. That's for sure.
Some other questions a bit for on the other side, not a bit to do with racing then. What's your favourite thing about Australia?
The lifestyle. I think, like, the space and lifestyle. Yeah.
You've got a lot of space.
A lot of space. Yeah. It's such a beautiful country. I just think the lifestyle. It's just it's a very fortunate place to live.
What's the most fun you've had in racing so far?
Oh, the most fun.
I can give you a JLO free card if you don't want to use Extreme E.
Well, I mean, it's really difficult. I mean, to be honest, I haven't done much. I did like a couple of TCR rounds in Australia a couple of years ago, but I've never done any, side by side on gravel or whatever. But actually, like sitting on the start line with all the cars lined up, I was super nervous, but I was actually it was really exciting. So it was quite enjoyable.
Different kind of buzz.
Yeah, completely. So that was unexpected. But yeah, I mean, I think it's just generally, especially, on a rally, if you're having a good stage and everything goes well and all the corners come together, it's just, that's the best fun.
So the satisfaction from managing to walk it on the line, but keeping it on the right side of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that buzz when you get to the end of the stage and go, phew, it's it's really hard to do. So it's kind of if you can get it to you never ever do a perfect stage, but if you can get a pretty good one, then it's it's hard to beat.
Are there any other rallies you'd love to take part in that you haven't yet?
Yeah, plenty. So I'll be doing the Acropolis Rally this year. So that's one that I've always wanted to do. But I think probably the ones that stick out would be snow rallies, like to do Sweden or Arctic or one of those. I reckon that'd be the one.
A bit of practicing with Extreme later, and then just kind of shoehorn in from
there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
2 quick fire ones to finish off then. Very important questions. Neighbours or Home and Away?
I don't actually watch either. Is that really un-Australian?
I don't know. I don't want to put stereotypes on you.
I want to say my gut instinct says Neighbours, but I have no idea why because I don't really watch either.
We'll take gut instinct. That's good. You've got to have it as a racing driver. We'll trust it. And then finally, who would win the fight, Rocky or the Terminator?
Oh, like Rocky. Come on, Terminators, that's cheating, isn't it? Let's go Rocky. Rocky, yeah, he's a man. I like that style. Perfect. Gives much better pep talk anyway. It's all about the pep talk, and that's
I was going to say he just won't give up.
Yeah, I like Rocky. Yeah, let's go with
Rocky. Perfect. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you, Molly, and wishing you the best of luck with the next round of Extreme E and the rest of the season. Not that it looks like you need it at the moment.
Oh, yeah, we do. So we'll take it. We'll take all the luck as well. Thank you.
It was a lot of fun chatting with Molly, and I hope I can get her back onto the show again in the future. I want to thank her again for coming onto the show, and I wish her the best of luck with the rest of the Extreme E season. Join me again soon when I'll be chatting to another famous face from the world of motorsport. And in the meantime, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and check out the other videos on the Kerbs YouTube channel. Away from YouTube, you can find me over on Drive Tribe, and feel free to follow me on Instagram at @OnTheKerbs. You can also find me over on GP Grandstand TV, where I'm part of their weekly podcast. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you again soon.